What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Meg and I do put out videos a couple times a week, so make sure you hit the subscribe button up there and that way I will always show up in your subscription feed. So today's look is definitely going to be inspired by Fergie's MILF Money video. I just loved all the different looks, but the look that stood out to me the most was the main look that she was wearing when she's sort of pouring the milk all over her and like when she's dancing around. I just love the wing liner that she was wearing, so I decided to go ahead and recreate it for myself. So if you guys are curious to see how to get this look, then keep on watching. To start off as a base, I already got things rolling. I did use my L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation, and I do have a review that will be linked up above in the cards and also below in the description box. And then the first thing that really stuck out to me in this video was her contour was absolutely like insane. Like her contour was like on fleek, like super defined. So to get that started, I did use this Nyx blush in Taupe, and this is absolutely perfect if you have fair skin and you're looking for a good contour shade. Try this out. It's only a couple of dollars, available at the drugstore. And then also from the drugstore, I've really been enjoying this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And then again, I think this is like $13 or something because Physicians Formula is a little bit more on the pricey side, but just to add some more bronziness and a little bit of a sheen, I did use this, and we will come back and use both of those later. And then because her contour was so crazy, I definitely wanted to bake under here to get that really sharp, crisp line, and that's like the best way to achieve it. And for that, I use this e.l.f. translucent powder. This stuff is amazing. It's $6 at the drugstore as well. And let me just rave about this for a quick minute here. So I live out in the desert. It's super hot. I've never really needed to like test a product out like this before, but the other day I had to go downtown for some work stuff, and of course I had to wear business clothes, are not light and airy. It was 117 degrees outside, and because I have dry skin, I never set my face, only my under eye area. And so I was like, you know, I probably should so I don't have makeup sweating and dripping off of me, because I mean, that's pretty disgusting. So I did a light dusting this all over my face, and even though the rest of me was like dripping in sweat, gross. I know. My face was dry. Like my makeup didn't budge. My face, like it wasn't sweaty at all whatsoever. And that's pretty amazing considering this is a drugstore product for $6. So if you're looking for an inexpensive translucent powder that's going to work really well, I highly recommend you test this out. Alright, so this has been sitting on my face for about 10 minutes now, so I'm going to go ahead and dust away. And when I do this, the kind of brush that I like using to dust away is like a dual fiber brush or a stippling brush. And this is a brush from e.l.f. I do like some of their brushes if you're starting your collection off and you want something inexpensive that's going to hold up. I have several brushes that I've had for almost 10 years now, and they're still together and they still work really well, so that's something to check out. So as you can see, it definitely left more of a line. So my contour is definitely more noticeable than it once was. And then I also don't think I said what I did for brows. I just used my Anastasia Dip Brow in Taupe and set it with a blonde powder from Vanity Mark. Alright, so the look that I'm doing today is the main look where she's pouring the milk all over her, and it was just such a fierce wing. I was trying to notice to see what other makeup she was wearing. I don't think she really had that much in the shape of eyeshadow, so I'm just going to lightly put some on just to give a little bit definition to the eyes, and I'm using this Lorac Matte Pro palette. This thing is perfect if you're looking for neutral matte shades. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to be picking up, I'm going to go between Bare and Latte, and then maybe I'll use a little bit of corduroy, but I'm planning on just sticking to Bare and Latte, which are the lightest shades. So the main brushes I'm going to be using is this Morphe G24, as you guys have seen in my last couple of tutorials. It's a perfect blending brush, and then I also love using this big fluffy brush that I got in an Ipsy bag. So I'm just going to go ahead and work on building that up into the crease area. I'm probably going to put Bare all over the lid, and then work on taking Latte, which is the second to lightest color, and work on putting that in the crease. If you're wanting to recreate this look yourself, the key here for shadows is just subtlety. So now I'm picking up into Latte, and I'm just going to work on putting that right in the crease and then slightly on the outer corner of my eye. And as you can see, this is just going to give you really the slightest shadow, which is exactly what we're looking for, just a little bit of definition. just like that. And then to highlight the brow bone, I'm actually going to go ahead and take Linen, which is a matte white, and I'm just going to go ahead and use that on an angled brush, and this is from Coastal Scents. And these angled brushes just fit so nicely into the arch for at least my eye shape, and then you can also use this to sort of tone down any shadow you may have accidentally blended up too high. And I'm also going to go ahead and put this into the inner corners as well. Now for the lower lash line, it's again really subtle, so I'm just going to take the Latte shade on this Morphe M408 brush, which is like a nice little smudgy brush, and just focus on having that on the lower lash line. Again, I'm not going to worry about smudging this out too far. I'm just going to keep it pretty close to the lash line. It doesn't really look like she had much of anything going on down there. Alright, so before we get to liner, I'm just going to define my cheekbones just a little bit more. So I'm going back into this Taupe shade by NYX, and I'm picking up a little bit on a Real Techniques contour brush. I love this brush. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of work on deepening the shadow that's already there. And then to help blend that a little bit more so it's not like super duper harsh, although in her video it did kind of look almost as harsh as that. I'm going to go back in with this butter bronzer. It didn't really look like she had much of anything on her cheeks to me, so I'm going to put this down a little bit lower onto the apples of my cheek and just kind of wear this as a blush. And then for the bronzer, I just use this Morphe M435 brush, which is perfect for bronzing in my opinion. Alright, so this is definitely more of a heavy contour than what I would normally wear in any sort of everyday life, but that's what the video look is. So now we're going to move on to liner, which makes me a little bit nervous because I've never done a full cat eye, in the sense that I've never taken my eyeliner all the way to the very inner corner and done like that pointed shape there. But it just looked like she had like a nice thin line, and eyeliner is definitely the focus of this. So to help us out a little bit, I am going to use tape. If you feel comfortable, like you can just do this kind of wing without any guidance, then like props to you, because I know I sure as hell wouldn't be able to do it without getting nervous and messing it up. So to help me out with liner today, this is the Illamasqua Precision Ink Liner, and I love this because it's super precise and the brush does get pretty thin, because this isn't like a super thick cat eye or anything. It's actually on the thin side. So to fill in that little gap there, I'm going to take this NYC liquid liner, and this is actually a matte liquid liner, which is absolutely amazing. And voila, you have the perfect little cat eye. So I'm going to go ahead and catch this eye up, and I will be right back. Alright, so for mascara, I just went ahead and used my Jordana Best Lash Extreme, and then for falsies, I had to put glamorous falsies because it is a Fergie look we're doing here, and I did use my Ardell Wispies to put on to finish off the look. And I will say I'm not used to doing such a pointed inner corner like that, so I did have to like clean up a couple times and redo it a couple times because my eyes just kept watering. Alright, so I went ahead and looked at the video again, and in the scene that I'm recreating, it does look like she has a little bit of blush on, and it looked like a true pink blush. So for that, I'm going to use this Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in Fantastic. It's like a very true girly pink color, and I'm just going to use a little bit of this and just pop it on sort of mid-cheek going back. Just like that, which is a very slight pink color. For lips, they're pretty nude in the video, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this Model Kohl lip liner, and this is Illusion lip liner. I know that the tip looks like pretty nice and pink, but it's actually a very nude lip liner. So, I mean, the end of it's a little bit deceiving, but I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips really quickly with this. And she is wearing a gloss in the video, so I'm going to go ahead and use my NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee to top everything off, and then we will be all done with the look. And that concludes this Fergie MILF Makeup inspired look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There were a ton of different looks and celebrities in this video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite look from the video was. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!